Don't change that dial. It's time for your go-to source for all things entertainment and caffeinated. Now give it up and welcome to the stage, Eva and DJ!
I'm DJ Blokzyl.
And I'm Eva Crowe.
And this is the INKS and LATTES podcast, where we're spilling the ink and dishing out drinks.
So most of you guys know by now that DJ and I are both members of the Creative Coffee Cafe Discord network. It's this amazing place where creatives can come together, bounce ideas, get support, and just hang out with their fellow creatives. It's an awesome community, and today we're going to feature some work from some of our incredibly talented members.
So, today we want to tell you about a newly released novel from the incredibly talented Christian R. Scrolls. Dudeso, the Unlucky Dude, is a fantasy novel that perfectly blends elements of suspense, betrayal, and conspiracies in a captivating plot.
The story begins with the birth of the Prince of Default Kingdom, a birth that supposedly brings ill luck not just to the kingdom, but to every single person that comes into contact with the young prince. Forced to live in seclusion and being blamed for the misfortune of the kingdom, things take a dark turn for the young prince as a plot to assassinate him comes to light. He manages to escape with an honorable knight, Sir Carey, but he must survive on his own for some time while the now retired knight tries to find the origin of his curse. As the plot thickens, betrayals come to light and conspiracies unveil. The truth will not be hidden for much longer. Dudeso, the Unlucky Dude, is available on Amazon in paperback, hardback, ebook, and audio format.
Also, Christian R. Scrolls is currently residing in the sun-soaked landscapes of Arizona. He enjoys reading sci-fi and fantasy novels, playing board games, and crashing parties during D&D nights. So pick up your copy now and don't forget to leave a review. And don't forget, all links will be listed in the description, so don't forget to check those out. Now, just a quick reminder for some of the other great CCC-related things we've got going on. This Saturday, Chris Corvin and Sarah Burton will be hosting a special live stream charity event on June 29th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The goal is to raise funds for the Trevor Project, an incredible organization dedicated to providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention service to LGBTQ+ youth. This is going to be an epic event featuring all sorts of amazing creatives and advocates for the LGBTQ+ community.
Justin at the DM's Guide is still open for TTRPG mapmaking commissions. You can DM him on Instagram at the DM's Guide or reach out to him via his website.
And don't forget to visit the Bewitchery, a small online shop that offers candles, spell kits, jewelry, fragrances, and more.
And lastly, Luna Wolf Wyoming Designs has all kinds of beautiful tumblers, mugs, stemless wine tumblers. They always offer pre-made designs that are really amazing, and they also accept custom orders. Owner and creator Vicky has put out the special Dripping Creativity tumbler, and 15% of those sales go back into the Creative Coffee Cafe. Again, all the links can be found in the description.
Yeah, you just got the INKS and LATTES tumbler recently.
I did. I snagged it so fast.
Oh, I got so we have merch in the cafe as well. If you want to go to Creative Coffee Cafe, I just got a hoodie in this week. I know, not great timing considering the weather and all, but still, I wanted to get the hoodie because I love hoodies. I'll use it in the winter or fall or whenever it's not so freaking hot. But yeah, definitely is cool. If you want some of merchandise from us, you can go on the Creative Coffee Cafe website and to our shop, and they got not just hoodies but all sorts.
Yeah, there's all kinds of great merch on the website.
All right, now time for our topic of the week. We decided we're going to talk about films that are based on books. Or you could look at it as just books that they decide, hey, you know what? This is going to make a good film.
I'm convinced that all of the best, not all, but most of the best movies are based on books. I'm just convinced of that at this point.
I mean, like, it is kind of natural because it's writing. I mean, like, good movies start with, in my opinion, good writing. In my opinion, you need to have a good screenplay. Although it was interesting because I've been taking broadcasting, I had to take a course in screenplay writing, and one of the things we actually discussed is the difference between writing for a book and writing for a screenplay. And because one of the things you can't do in a movie, generally speaking, that you can do in a book is the inner thoughts. I mean, you can do them in a movie where they have like kind of like a narrator kind of thing, but it's not the same. And so, in a way, with a book, you can go into a lot more detail, and mainly because you have no visuals for a book, so you have to go into great detail. You have to write down everything, and you can again go into their thoughts and stuff like that. But you can't do that as easily for a movie. A movie is a lot more show as opposed to telling it. So that's basically one of the yeah, that's one of the big things with movies. And I guess the advantage with books is that, and why I imagine a lot of people are into books is because it allows you to use your imagination to imagine what it is that you're seeing that's being written down.
Hmm. And it's really a difficult thing, I think, to capture um, when you take these epic books and you make them into films. It's so difficult, especially with like fantasy stuff like that, fantasy sci-fi stuff, because the world is so fantastical. Um, and it's really, I mean, obviously we have to briefly touch on like Harry Potter, controversial as it may be, but those film adaptations were fantastic. Like, I mean,
I mean,
really fantastic
Lord of the
film
Rings.
adaptations.
Lord of the Rings is another great
Mm,
adaptation, and it's amazing because of how old the books were too. Like when they made them,
right.
I'm sure that there wasn't the idea of making them into, but it's just the world building. I believe in that sense. If you've got a good world building to your books, I
Mm-hmm.
feel that helps make it into movies a lot better in that
Mm-hmm.
kind of sense because then you can actually by describing the world that they're in, it's easier to bring that to life in a movie.
Mm-hmm. That's like one of my favorites, world wise, that was an adaptation into a film is actually The Hunger Games. I love,
Oh
love,
yeah,
love those films. You've seen them, right? I assume?
I seen the original. Yeah, I seen the original trilogy. Yep. I
Okay,
still
yeah.
well trilogy, quote unquote trilogy. But I did see. I haven't seen the new one yet though.
I
I
have
do
not
want to see
either.
that at some point.
Hmm.
Oh okay, yeah, yeah. So I don't. Have you read? Had you read the book for the new one yet? Or
No, I have not.
well, I guess maybe eventually I have to do that at some point. But
Yeah, that'll be
it's
another
fascinating
episode.
too. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. Another fascinating thing is I'm sure some people there's been an idea of just like, oh, hey, books made into movies is a much more newer thing. And on one hand, yes, in the way where the volume of books that have been made to movies might have been a lot more done recently, but the
Hmm.
idea of making books into movies has been around since well, movies have been an art form, really. Because
Hmm.
I was looking at all the different books that have made into films, and the first one that at least IMDb has listed is The Adventures of Robin Hood in 1938.
Mm, yes, that's a good one. I was just going to say I have one that is an older one like that as well, Wizard of Oz.
Yep, Gone with the Wind apparently is another one that was based on a book. One I was surprised to learn about that I did not realize, an older one that was based on a book, and I learned this because it was an answer to a Final Jeopardy clue. Mary Poppins was based on a book. I did not
Really?
realize that.
I did
Yeah,
not know that. I always
right?
love
Yeah,
when you figure that out, like when you love a movie so much and then something just makes me like I'm one of those people that I like to Google things like that when I love a movie.
Yeah,
And
me
then
too.
I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. It's a book. It makes all the sense in the
Yep,
world.
yep. Especially when you look at that movie too, Mary Poppins, you realize, okay, yeah, you know what? If you look at all the imaginative things that they have in that movie,
Mm.
that definitely has a book feel to it. A lot of the just random stuff that happens in there.
Oh, for sure. It is. I'm kind of surprised I didn't know that one was a book already. Like I'm kind of surprised that I didn't know that one, but
Same thing here. Yeah, I am surprised I didn't know that either.
yeah, one of my other favorites is Stand by Me. It's a great,
Oh,
great
yep.
adaptation.
Jaws is based off a book as well.
I have not read the book.
And that's another. Yeah, that apparently it's based off a book, and yeah, that's one thing I didn't realize either at first. But then I learned. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then yeah, and it's funny because at that point, that's definitely one of the ones where the movie itself far surpassed the popularity of the book. As far as like the movie was more popular as a movie than the book was as a book, basically.
Oh yeah. hmm And that's like, I mean, we could. I feel like the king of adaptations to film, Stephen King, obviously.
Well,
Stephen King is one of the
the
few
king.
people that like I feel like he can write anything, and they'll eventually just be like, "Oh, now we got to make a movie of it."
Well, and yeah, that's probably. I imagine a lot of the filmmakers too were just like, hey, when are you coming out with a new book? And if you do, can I buy the script? I imagine he's probably sold the rights to every book as a screenplay, even ones that haven't actually
hmm
made a movie out of it yet. Just because I imagine every time he comes out with a book, some filmmakers are going to be like, okay, I'm buying the rights. I don't care if I'm going to
Right?
make it into a movie or not. I'm getting the rights anyway because the chances are it's going to be a movie and it's going to be fine.
Right. Like he's one of those people that I feel like how hard does he even have to try? You know what I mean? I feel like people are just chomping at the bits for Stephen King stuff to make into movies. I mean, there's so
Well,
many.
wasn't Stand by Me Stephen King book?
hmm hmm you've got
Yeah,
it. I mean,
that was
just
one where I was really surprised to find out that that was Stephen King. Because when you
hmm
think of Stephen King, you don't think of that kind of movie, right?
right. And well, the oh God, what was the other one that I had that I was going to mention of his? Um, I mean, there's so many. You could literally go on for days about Stephen King movies. I mean, there's okay, let me think. There's The Stand, there's The Shining, Pet Cemetery. There's so many. It is a huge one. Um,
Oh yeah, it's definitely probably one of the bigger ones. That's for sure.
oh, the other one I was thinking of when you said you didn't realize that Stand by Me was Stephen King. The other one that a lot of people I don't think realize is Stephen King is Shawshank Redemption, which is a excellent film
Really?
adaptation.
I did not realize. See, I knew it was based off a book. I did
hmm
not realize it was based off a Stephen King book. But
Right?
no,
Not a
you're
lot
right.
of
It is
people do.
definitely, yeah, and because it's not your typical what you think of when you think of
hmm
Stephen King, right?
Right, you automatically go horror, but yeah, he has a
Yeah,
lot,
exactly.
a lot
Like
of
it's
Stephen
amazing
King.
how versatile he is when it comes to that kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely. He is, I mean, he's the master for a reason. He's the king for a reason. Even though
He is the king. He
yeah,
definitely. I'm sure that's a pen name, but I don't know if that is his actual name or not.
actually,
But
I'm
he
not
certainly picked
sure.
the right pen name. That's for sure.
I think that don't quote me on this, but I'm fairly certain that that is his real name because he actually wrote some books under a different pen name at one point because he had like a crisis, like an existential crisis where he was like, am I only good because I'm Stephen King? Or and so he put some
Maybe he just made a pen name for his pen name.
that could be too. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that. Um, but yeah, there's all kinds of great adaptations. But we should probably move on to our
You on
pick
to
of
our
the
picks of
week.
the week?
So we're keeping with the theme this week of the film adaptations from books. My pick is going to be Bones and All, which is the film is directed by Luca. Oh God, I'm going to butcher the name. Luca Guadagnino, and the book is written by.
I'm guessing it's Guadagnino. Yeah.
That sounds right. I'm terrible at names. And then the book is written by Camille DeAngelis. And if you have not, have you ever seen that movie or heard of the book?
I've never even heard of it at all, either the
hmm
book or the movie.
It was kind of one that snuck under the radar a bit. It is fantastic. Basically, I'm gonna try to not give away actual spoilers because it's so good. And I want to say the film is from like 2018-ish, or no, that's wrong. I'll
Oh,
have
so
to,
it's a recent one. Okay.
yeah, I'll have to look up the actual year that the film came out, but it is pretty new. I want to say around 2020-ish. Um, but it is basically about it follows this girl named Marin, who is something called an eater, which is basically a cannibal. Okay, follow me
Oh,
here. She is a
all right.
cannibal. She's a young girl. I want to say she's about 16 to 18. I can't remember exactly,
Oh, so
but
we're going almost like Twilight here in a way there,
it's very strange. Like
right?
it's such a great film where basically it follows Marin, okay, and she's what they call an eater. And it is essentially, like I said, a cannibal. And she I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. So her the movie picks up with her and her father, and you get this sort of feel for what she is. And through circumstances, her father basically ends up leaving. He can't deal with it anymore. He leaves. She's now, I think, 17, 18-ish and on her own, and she goes out to find her mother, who is also supposedly an eater. And so she embarks on this journey, kind of cross country journey to find her mother. And along the way, she meets other eaters because they can kind of sense others. And it's something that they're born with. Like, it's not a choice to be these cannibalistic creatures. It's something that eaters are born with. And she meets this man named Sully, who is sort of like an older, kind of creepy, antagonistic mentor type who basically shows her the ropes of like how to survive as an eater. Because these are people who eat people. You can imagine not a very easy thing to get away with, right?
No,
So,
so she's living in a world obviously like a world like ours,
yeah, it
where
takes
it's
place in
filled
the
with normal
80s.
people.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. So it's got that Stranger Things kind of vibe to it in that sense.
Yeah,
Then
and it is 100% real world. It's not a fantasy world or anything like that. Um, she ends up
it's
meeting,
actual like our world '80s.
hmm yes, she ends up meeting on her journey to find her mother. She meets a guy named Lee, who in the movie is played by Timothy Chalamet, who we love.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
But And so she meets him, and he is also an eater. And they basically just embark on this cross country journey. And it's this really amazing story of like self discovery, but it's got this really dark undertone, obviously, because they are cannibals and they meet other people who are cannibals. And it is a wild, wild movie and book. The book, there are some distinct differences between the two.
Oh, always.
It's really it pretty much stays true to the book. There's some notable differences that are like little things, like the family dynamic is different in the movie. She lives with the dad and searches for the mom. In the book, it's the exact opposite. Um, Sully, the guy that she meets as the mentor, in the book, it's like revealed to be her grandfather pretty early on. In the movie,
Oh.
he's just like a mentor type figure. Um,
Oh, so there's no actual relation that they show in the
Mm-mm,
movie.
not at all. Not at all. Any kind of relation mentioned in the movie. He is very creepy though. He is very creepy.
Maybe that's why they kept the relation out, so no, it doesn't remind people of their creepy grandfathers. Then.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like a lot of little differences, but it is such an amazing story. Like I went into it completely blind originally because I saw the movie first and then read the book. Because I just
Okay.
happened to stumble across the film and loved it. And I was watching it and I'm like, this is so good. This has to be a book. It just has to be. And I looked it up and sure enough, it was.
Yeah,
But yeah,
you could definitely tell with some movies where it's like, okay, come on, the writing's too good in this. This has to have come from a book.
right. I mean, just the story in general, when you think about the story as a whole, the fact that it's about a young girl, because it very much is kind of a coming of age story in a lot of ways. But that's one of the other main differences between like the movie and the book is in the book her desire to eat people is like a direct correlation to intimacy with people. It's a very
Huh.
odd sort of thing. Like it's an odd connection to her feelings of like love and intimacy. So in the book, if she gets emotionally attached to someone or someone is close to her, she gets this like unbearable like desire to eat them. It's wild. Like, and that is not at
Yeah,
all
that would
portrayed in the
definitely be a
movie.
little harder to. That would be a little harder to portray in the movie anyway, so I can
Right.
kind of see why they would cut that aspect out of it.
Exactly, because in the movie, it very much is more of a coming of age slash romance story between these two young people who are both dealing with these crazy circumstances, and they have this weird thing in common, and they're just trying to like make it. Like at one point, they decide like we're just gonna live like normal people. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna fight the urge. We're not gonna eat people, and that lasts for a while, but but really it's just such an incredible storyline. Like who would think other than like a writer like that? Like it's such an odd concept to be like, "Oh, let's make this
Yeah.
little love story with cannibalistic teenagers and cannibalistic people."
No, it's true. Yeah, yeah.
But it's actually really
I imagine there's
wholesome.
probably some I imagine there's probably some subtext behind some of it too. I'm guessing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
a
on
really
the
great.
ideas of being a cannibal and stuff.
And like there's a one particular moment in the book in the film where Lee and Marin come across two men who they realize very quickly are also eaters. But what's weird is like they find out that the one guy is not a born eater. Like he's doing it by
Hmm.
choice, and it rattles them to their core. Like they are so disgusted by him. They're like, "How are you doing this? Like, how is this a choice?" And so it's really wild in that way because it showcases that like it's not something that they're doing as a choice. It's just who they are and they're doing their best to like deal with it. And it's a wild
Huh.
kind of juxtaposition throughout the whole story. So yeah, it's really great. If you haven't seen it or read it, I highly recommend the movie and the film. They are fantastic. And who doesn't love Timothy Chalamet? So that's a plus.
Right. Right.
But yeah, it's a great film.
Well, for my pick, I'm going to go a completely different angle where I'm going to pick one that I'm sure everyone has at least heard of, if not seen, Jurassic Park. Yes, it was based off a book. It was it's kind of cheating in a way because the movie came out before the book actually ended up being released. So basically, Michael Crichton was writing Jurassic Park. He had this idea actually in the '80s apparently, and then eventually he started writing the screenplay for it. And when he was doing the screen or the book, and then he finished the book, or actually it wasn't quite finished, but basically before he even finished, I guess they wanted the rights for it. Because Michael Crichton's another guy, kind of like Stephen King, where he's had several books that have become movies. Uh, and so they're just like, yeah, we want to make this into a movie. So it is still technically based off a book because he didn't have the idea, but they're just like, okay, we're gonna make this into a movie. Because I mean, dinosaurs in a theme park,
So
come on.
was it like Spielberg who was instantly like, did he know about this book being written and he was like, I want to do that
I
movie?
Yeah, I was just thinking about. I don't remember if it was Spielberg specifically or if it was the studios that wanted
Mm,
it done.
hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Spielberg himself. Just because it's definitely like, yeah, Spielberg did
Right.
great for it. Because I mean, come on, it's Spielberg, right? But it's interesting though, because again, this is one of those things where the differences between the books and the movie kind of comes up a few times. So some of the big things, of course. One of my big things that I think is different that really kind of bugs me a little bit is John Hammond, the guy that runs the whole thing.
Right.
In the movie, he's kind of like this. He's good natured. He wants to do like they present him as kind of like a sympathetic billionaire kind of
Right.
person who just wants to build a park for people to come through.
Hmm.
In the actual book itself, he's actually much more just like a rich asshole. He just wants to make money, and he just basically does not care at all about what happens. He isn't pissed about people dying. He's just pissed that his park is kind of just like
That he's like
coming apart
bleeding
into
money.
things. Yeah. He's just like, oh, why isn't this park working? And he's kind of just like, and he does all this stuff, and they kind of show it a little bit in the movie where you could see some of the decisions that he's making are kind of just like you could tell he cares more about the park
Hmm.
itself than he does about the people in it. He cares about his grandkids, of course, but that's just because they're his grandkids, and probably because if
Right.
something happened to his grandkids, then the mom's obviously going to get pretty pissed off to begin with. But like I feel they kind of allude to it, and in a sense, the movie in a way kind of alludes to greed and how greed can kind of like overwhelm, because if you look, he was very much a penny pincher as far as like automation is concerned, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. He say things like spared no expense, but there are plenty of expenses he obviously spared in making this park. And so the movie kind of gets to the point of kind of showing how greed can kind of make this happen, but they make it sort of a general thing as opposed to, hey, this really, really rich, this is like something that can happen when someone who's really, really rich and has a lot of money can just do whatever the hell he wants to.
Right.
So that was definitely one big difference, I feel. Another big difference is, well, one interesting difference is, so Tim and Lex, the grandkids, apparently in the book, Tim is the older one, and Tim is actually like the computer geek. So they
Huh.
basically changed the roles completely for the movie in this one, and I think this is actually one where I think it serves it better, really. And again, going back to the other week, it gives more representation to women in this sense, where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you got the girl hacker, which is
Right.
like, that's really, it's a really cool thing and really awesome that they have the girl be the computer nerd and the computer hacker, and the kid's kind of just like the bumbling idiot in this one,
Right.
and the one that needs to be saved all the time. He's basically that princess that needs to be saved, except in reverse at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. It's so odd to me always, like the things that they choose to alter in films from the book.
And yeah, I remember too. I was looking at the original screenplay that they wrote for this. Uh, when the actor, it was actually even more different than what they actually ended up making. Because and again, in the screenplay class, uh, Jurassic Park was one of the ones we went actually through a lot for examples and stuff.
Hmm.
And I ended up finding the original screenplay, the original version, the first copy, the first draft is what the word I'm looking for. The first draft of the screenplay.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's amazing actually, even the difference between the original draft and the actual final product. And it does make me wonder how they do things in the writing room as far as deciding what goes when and what to cut and what stays and where to go with the story, especially when doing adaptations too, right? Because
Right.
when you're making a story, that's one thing, but when you're adapting it, you're kind of just like, okay, you have to like cut and slash and be like, all right, what do we put in? Because I think that's another big difference between books and movies too, is that with books, you can go as long or short as you want it. With movies, you generally have to try to keep things within a certain timeline, which is why there, I imagine there's a lot of stuff that end up getting cut
Right.
just due to time.
For sure. That's, I know that we're going to talk about it like later on in another episode, but that's, I think, one of those things where it's a matter of like, do we make it into a movie or do we make it into a TV series?
A TV series, yeah, no, it's funny because, and again, we'll probably go into this another episode, but I was thinking the same thing as far as video games are concerned too, and
Mm,
adapting them into movies. And I feel in that kind of sense, video games I feel work better as shows than
I
they do as
agree.
movies. Because
Hmm.
if you look at the successful video game adaptations, they've done much better in shows, and I think that goes down to the world building in video games, because there's generally a lot more world building in video games because you're basically giving people a playground to play in, right?
Right.
Whereas with books, it's generally more of a, you're guiding the person through a story.
Hmm.
And so I feel that books make better movies and video games make better shows.
That's a fair argument, I feel like. I feel like that's a pretty fair argument. Um, I did
Like
want to,
obviously it can work both ways, but
right. Have you, I wonder if I forget the character's name in Jurassic Park, but Jeff Goldblum's character, who
okay,
I
yeah, yeah.
love.
Uh, I feel I think he's one of the ones where he didn't actually. I don't believe they changed him much as far as that's concerned. The
That's kind
lawyer
of what I was
guy,
feeling like.
yeah, the lawyer guy though. Apparently, in the books, he's actually a much nicer. He's actually more of a, he actually saves the kids and stuff like that in the books.
Oh,
And I feel like they probably just changed him for the movie because
because lawyers are always
the
like
rich
skeevy
greedy
and
lawyer,
yeah.
right? Yeah, it just fit the stereotype too well to not go in that direction. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, we can't have a sympathetic lawyer in the movie. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's almost like a little side villain.
Yo, he really, yeah. And I mean, to be fair, he gets eaten halfway through the movie too. Spoiler alert if you've never seen it. But
I can't believe we have to do spoiler alerts for Jurassic Park.
I mean, no, really. But to be fair, I mean, this isn't one of the things where like spoiler. Even if you've never seen it, and even if you've been spoiled, it's just so much fun to watch. I don't know how many times I've seen that movie.
Oh yeah, I still watch the original Jurassic Park. It's such a fantastic movie.
Oh yeah, the sequels don't hold up to just the wonder and beauty of the original.
Yeah, it's the original is pretty untouchable in that regard. It was huge for its time. It's such a great movie. But unless you have anything else, probably about that time, I think we're
No,
gonna have
yeah,
to.
I think it's time to wrap up now.
Yeah, yeah. So that's about it for today's episode. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But we will be here every Wednesday in all of the awkward glory as part of the Dripping Creativity podcast hosted by the amazing Chris Corvin. So if you guys haven't subscribed, please be sure to do so.
And if you want more information about the Creative Coffee Cafe and how you can involve, visit the website creativecoffeecafe.com for more info, and the sign up form for the Discord can be found there as well. And lastly, if you have any news or projects or anything you want to share to be on this show, even so that we can highlight at the beginning of it, send it over to submit@creativecoffeecafe.com, and if we can, we'll get it on the next episode. And again, thank you again for tuning into Inks and Lattes, where we're spilling the ink and dishing out drinks.